Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Today, The Athletic reported the Mavs had an issue with Luka smoking hookah and drinking beer. Makes no sense. The people who witnessed Luka's last days in Dallas do not paint a flattering portrait of the 25-year-old's professionalism. They called him lazy. They talk about the weight issues that with such frequent frustration within those walls. They mentioned the social habits that Athletic has reported on, such as taste for beer and hookah, which has been a point of concern for NBA types since he was 19-year-old star for the Real Madrid, who was entering the NBA draft. They predict his basketball demise, highlighting health history that is some will likely lead to catastrophe in the next 5 years or so. Damn. Look, Ocho. I mean, he's 19 years old. He's been a professional since he was like 16. He's been playing. Look, it seems to be the thing now is going to the hookah bar or the hookah lounge or whatever the case is, and you smoke hookah and have a good time. Clearly, you remember last year he had a beer and Michael Finley took it out of his hand. I don't know what's true. I think two things can be true. I think they were scared to pay him $345 million. I also think they was concerned about his professionalism and the way he conducted himself, not only off the court, but on the court as well. Go ahead.
Wait, on the court? Luka on the court?
They got tired of all the arguing, all the moping, the pouting, and things of that nature.
Listen. Yes. To me, I would think Luka reminds me of a great player I played with. Arguing with the rest when he felt he deserved the call, he didn't get a call. He goes back and forth with the rest. TJ Houshmandzadeh. Mm-hmm. He reminded me of TJ. And most of the time, 9 times out of 10, TJ was right, especially when we went back and watched film. Now, when I look at Luka, all I can see, Luka plays the game a certain way at a very, very high level where he's top 3, maybe top 5 in the NBA right now. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me, as good as Luka is, they don't want to pay him the money they want to pay him because he has an issue with beer and he has an issue with smoking hookah. Mm-hmm. Can I tell you what other players might be doing as well that might not display the same behavior, but still getting their bag?
Yeah.
Can we think about you? You're an NFL player. You play with linemen, linebackers. Mm-hmm. They drink. They smoke, but when it comes time to performing, what do they do when they show up on Sunday, Unc? They do what?
They get the job done.
Okay, they get the job done. That should be the bottom. That should be the bottom line. Now, finding reasons why not to pay someone and saying, "Well, you smoking hookah and you drinking beer is the reason we don't feel like paying you," but the production that you do want as a player for that franchise is showing up. Yeah. Now, it's hard for me to even talk about something like this when I don't drink at all.
Right.
And I don't smoke no hookah. Now, my issue is cigars, so it's hard for me to kind of interject and understand where people will come from.
Right.
When the main goal for me, the main thing is always the main thing. What are you doing once you touch the field or once you touch the court? That's what I'm paying you for. Now, what you choose to do in your own time, that's on you. Now, when it affects your play and your production, now we got a problem.
Right. I think the thing is that they felt Luka being a leader, he should be a little bit more professional as far as, okay, don't smoke. I like I said, this is speculation, Ocho, and I hate speculating and conjecturing. But for them to get off a player that's 25 years of age, that's a 5-time All-NBA player, at this juncture of his career, he has more first-team All-NBA selection than LeBron did.
I have a question.
He's the quickest to 5,000 points, when LeBron James was the quickest of 1,000 all the way through 35,000 to 40,000. He was the quickest, and he's 3 games ahead of what LeBron was at the 5,000 point pace. With that being said, Ocho, I think the thing is there's a combination, but there's a lot of things that work here. Paying him $70 million a year until he's age 30. The habits, because guess what? Those habits, as you start to get age, now your body starts to break down and we're on the hook. we see now all of a sudden that 3-year extension for Joel Embiid at 193, it ain't looking too good, is it, Ocho? It ain't. So, and that's how you have to, and for me, look, I'm always going to be pro player because I always want them to get their money because the team's making money. But as being a business owner myself, you understand there's certain things you try to protect yourself against down the road.
Okay, I got you.
And so, and people always like, pay. It's easy to say when it's somebody else's money.
That's the money, yeah.
Imagine when you feel somebody's trying to take advantage of you. I give you like, somebody's working, and you're like, man, you trying to overcharge me. Nah, I'm good. But if it was somebody else's money, you would pay it. In this situation, and there's some truth on every side. Maybe Luka. I don't think Luka, everybody ain't going to have the work ethic as LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan. Okay, let's go ahead and clear that out. There's a lot of people that do things a lot of different ways. There's more ways to get to the bottom of something than just going straight to it. With that being said, I understand. I might not agree with it, but I understand the Mavericks take. We got to pay this guy $70 million a year.
Yeah, I got you. I understand.
But I get Luka's like, and maybe this is what Luka needed, Ocho. Maybe maybe like, because I don't know if Luka realized how good he can be. Because once you start having success, you remember like when you worked out really hard that first offseason and you had that success, you became obsessed with having that level of success. So it was nothing to get Ocho when somebody said, Ocho, come on. Nah, bro, I got to go get this work in this morning. I got to work on these ladders. I got to work on these cone drills. I got to work on this high hand-eye coordination. I got to get that done. Luka ain't going to never have nobody like LeBron. He ain't gonna have nobody like Dwight Howard. He ain't gonna have no caps on his shoulder. He gonna look like that. He get in shape, he gonna look like Jokic. So if y'all think he gonna have caps on his shoulder like LeBron, and Dwight Howard, that's not what he is.
Right.
But I do think now, when you get traded, you get released, it's a wake-up call. Cause you feeling good, Ocho.
Yeah.
That's why he was so hurt by it. Ocho, because think about it, this shook the NBA.
Yeah, look at
they
look at
said never have a player of this caliber been traded that didn't ask for a trade. Kareem asked for a trade.
Right. And you know what's funny?
Asked for trades.
Right.
He didn't ask for this.
You know what's funny? You gave me your perspective of being a business owner and not wanting to invest that kind of money in a player. But to me, it's still some type of red flag where I'm really not believing the reason you don't want to invest that type of money based on the accolades that you just ran down with this young bull has been able to do in such a short amount of time. It got to be more to it than some goddamn beer and hookah. It got to be more to the story.
What they said, they called him lazy. They talk about the weight issue. There was such a frequent frustration within the walls. They mentioned his social habits that the Athletic has reported on, taste of beer and hookah, which have been a concern for NBA type since he was 19. So he came into the league, and you had, but the problem with Ocho, they say they predict his basketball demise, highlighting a health history that, as some see it, will likely lead to a catastrophe in the next 5 years or so.
Oh my goodness.
Ocho, this is what we know. Ocho, just what we know, having played the game. Those teams, see, when players think they're doing something and the team doesn't know, that's where they run afoul at. When you got that kind of money, you tell me what Dallas Cowboy player is doing something that Jerry doesn't know about.
They know everything, huh?
Jerry got the police. That's why everything, the little foul stuff that they can handle. NFL teams, they have FBI level security. They know everything. So when you tell me, oh, we're going to do our homework, we're going to read it,
Hey, hold on. Funny, you talk about Jerry. We talk about all 32 teams.
Yes.
All 32 teams in the off season, right now, wherever you're at in the world, they know what you're doing. They know who you hang around. They know where you like to go. They know what you're spending. They know everything. It's different.
Yeah. It is. And so it's going to be very interesting to see, Ocho, because we got some guys coming up. Jaren Jackson Jr., he's coming up in line. He wins Defensive Player of the Year. He's eligible for a supermax, 5 years, $345 million. We're about to find out.
Oh, my God.
He's not as credentialed as Luka.
Wait, how much again?
5 years, 345, which is $69 million a year, fully guaranteed.
Hey, it's too late for me to play hoop, huh?
Yeah, it's too late for you to play hoop, Ocho. Should have gotten to that thing a little early.
Dang.
Here's the problem, Ocho. The problem is that, let's just say for the sake of argument, none of this is true. You're selling the man's reputation. You're selling the man's reputation. Now, we've seen it, but now, because we've seen him smoking hookah and drinking a beer,
right?
They kind of dodged the bullet because they got him on camera smoking hookah and drinking a beer. So it's hard to sue for defamation, huh?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Who don't drink beer, Unc? Outside of me. What athlete doesn't? What athlete doesn't drink alcohol? Outside of me. What athlete doesn't smoke hookah? Outside of me.
Hookah, weed, I don't know.
I mean, we come on now. What are we talking about? I understand. Now I understand both sides. I got you, but I'm just saying using that as, and then lazy and social issues and like, what does that have to do with playing? Again, from the business side of things, I understand. What are you doing for me? Every year, you tell me all the time, Unc, in the NFL, players every year, they got to update their resume.
Update the resume.
And every year, he updates
Luka damn sure updating his.
Man.
I'm surprised they got to this. A lot of people say they would have just given them the money. Boy, whew. It's going to be interesting. I think moving forward, Ocho, we need to pay attention to this. Because if Luka don't get the Supermax, who the hell going to get it?
Ja. Anthony Edwards. Shea
can get, I think Shea can get 290.
That ain't enough.
I think he can get 290, 5 for 290. I think. Enough. Right at 60 a year. I have to check my math. I know Jaren Jackson is in line for that. Jaren Jackson Jr., his father is the senior. So it's gonna be very interesting to see coming down the pipe who gets that, because it's 345 now. It's gonna go to 380. It's gonna go to 400. Right. Who's gonna get 5 years, $400 million?
Who do you think? Just curious. Jason
Maybe
Tatum?
Wemby.
Wemby? Oh yeah, understandable. Rightfully so.